Humans aren't born out of laying around on their asses. We've been born out of conquering a world. We're the dominant species. We built all this. We're powerful, and we're beautiful, and we're ready to build the next level of civilization in God's plan. But you must stop bowing to those who want to make you a victim. You must become the victor. If you love God and you want to build a pro-human future, then you are an enemy of the New World Order and Satanism. They want us shut down because we have the Spirit. I'm jacked into the source. I know the secret, and I want to see you empowered. But you have to believe in yourself first. This is the truth, and everyone knows it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take the opportunity to show you a clip and just emphasize what they have taken away from us. I have a treat for you. So this is a clip that I encountered in Dragon Age Origins, and I had to see if there was a clip online that I could pull from, and there absolutely was. And this is a clip from a character in Dragon Age Origins that has a conversation with the player if they chose a female Grey Warden. And I'm not going to spoil any of it. You have to savor this and really enjoy this, because this is just so completely and totally rare. Take a listen.
Understand, you look like a woman. Flirting. I don't know this word. Speak the common tongue. You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman. Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight. Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense. Do they also wish to live on the moon? That's as attainable. One of those things can't be true. A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are. Can they? We'll see.
So let's go over that. That was dialogue from Dragon Age Origins. Now, here's the thing. Do you think that these freaks would ever put something like that in the game? That is why the industry is dead. Because characters aren't allowed to be interesting or unique or have the quote-unquote wrong opinion. They're not allowed to have an opinion that differs. They're not allowed to have a culture that differs. Everyone has to affirm everyone else in this giant mass of humanity, this disgusting, oozing circle jerk, where you have the most foul, unctuous, repugnant, just greasy people that ooze their way across this planet. They can't allow character and dialogue like that because it's problematic, and it's so refreshing playing this game and just watching what we've lost. And I know that there are going to be a bunch of disgusting freaks on the internet that go, oh, you just want women with bigger boobs. Oh, you just want this. Oh, you just want this. I want to return to this, where characters are allowed to be interesting again. Where you don't have a bunch of puritanical freaks on the left that constantly have to run defense for what we, the audience, are allowed to see. If you are too immature and too low IQ and too pathetic and too stupid to be able to play this game and enjoy it, that's on you. So here are the dialogue options.
Flirting. I don't know this word. Speak the common tongue. You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
Why not?
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
What if they don't want to be any of those things? That's not a universal truth. Some women fight.
Why would women ever wish to be men? That makes no sense.
You think they can't be women because women don't fight? They don't wish to be men. They wish to be women who fight. So that's the dialogue option that they chose. They don't wish to be men. They wish to be women who fight.
Do they also wish to live on the moon? That's as attainable.
They don't wish to be men. They just wish to be women who can fight. Do they also wish to live on the moon? That's just as obtainable. Oh, man. It's just so refreshing playing this game again. Look, I know I'm focusing on this and I'm making a point, but the dialogue in this game is just phenomenal. Here's the thing about this game. There are times where I'll also hear my companion characters start talking, and I'll just stop what I'm doing and listen to them because their banter is just that good. The writing in Dragon Age Origins is on another level. It's so much better that it's an insult to call Veilguard a Dragon Age game. It is so obnoxiously shit that I don't understand how everyone involved in this isn't fired. This is like Dragon Age for babies. Baby-brained imbeciles. And I'm looking at this going, this is what we lost. We lost the ability to have characters like this in a game that say things that some of you are not going to agree with this. Some of you are going to find this really problematic, really troubling because, maybe you're simps. But you're not going to like this. You're going to say, well, this is an opportunity to show this guy this. That's great. You as the player have the choice to either dismiss this guy. You can tell this guy to get lost. You can have him in your party and you can try to win him over. There are so many choices that you have. I'm a woman and I'm fighting.
One of those things can't be true.
One of those things can't be true. Lady, let me tell you something. You can't be a woman and a fighter. I'm just telling you. I don't know if you're, you got a female body and you got a male penis. I don't know what's going on here, but you can't be a woman and be a fighter. I love this character. I love him so much. Not because I necessarily agree with all the things that he's saying, but it is so refreshing to see a disruptor, a character that's actually unique and doesn't parrot all of the bullshit. Imagine them taking Veilguard and just plopping this character in, or having you be this character, where you don't affirm the pronouns of other people. You have views about the roles between men and women because your culture is different. But in Dragon Age the Veilguard, it doesn't matter which race you choose because all cultures are apparently the same. They all affirm the LGBT community. Just so happens they all affirm this disgusting freak character named Tosh. Tell this character that you can be any, you want to be a male or female, you can be a they, them. We're going to affirm your pronouns. No pushback, no thought put into it. This is just so refreshing.
A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
Damn. Oh, man. I bet you the people that wrote Dragon Age the Veilguard would have an absolute fit if they had to read some of the dialogue from Origins. I am so glad I'm replaying this game. Let me just tell you. And this is what they took from us. A piece at a time. A piece at a time. And now on World of Warcraft, you've got $90 mounts that you can buy. In games like Dragon Age, you have to be this pussified cuck that affirms everyone around them, doesn't really have a culture or thoughts of her own. Basically, you're going on a cruise. To your left, you're going to see a character you can't dismiss, and they're non-binary, and you have to affirm them. On your left or on your right, you're going to see physically unattractive female characters. Your only romance option are these two right here. Oh, and their dialogue is going to be absolutely atrocious. It's like, the more that I watch and play Dragon Age Origins, the more pissed off I get about what these freaks took from us and why they did it. They only did it to satisfy their own narcissism and their own ego. These theater kids, these hyperbolic, over-the-top, degenerate freaks thought it's more important for me to have a therapy session on the screen and try to what? When you listen to the CEO of Ubisoft saying, well, when I think about players playing the game, I think, what can I have them learn? Well, apparently, Ubisoft CEO, who said something so obnoxiously stupid, what you're teaching us is that wokeness will ultimately kill your company. That's where I learned that every time I see anything from Ubisoft. Star Wars Outlaws, it taught me so much. You people at Ubisoft taught me so much. You taught me that you could have a huge budget, and you could have Star Wars, and you could have the ability to make an open world game. And yet, if the right people aren't working on it, no matter how many advantages and privileges you have, you can still shit the bed in a way that is unfathomable and unimaginable to anyone watching. I could pick one of my audience watching this video at random and ask them for an idea, a single idea about what to put in a Star Wars game. Like, what would you like in a Star Wars game? I guarantee you that every one of them, not every idea is going to be a winner, but every idea that they could come up with for something they want to see in a Star Wars game would be better than the people collecting a fat paycheck that work at Ubisoft and produce that garbage game. And this is what they took from us. Instead of hiring the best, they hire cheap propagandists and activists. And they pump that shit into the game, thinking that we're so dumb, we're just going to buy it based on the namesake alone. And they think that they're going to be able to kowtow us and bully us into pretending that these problems don't exist. Well, guess what? You've done that for 10 years, and now we can go back. You've done something amazing here. Your game, Dragon Age the Veilguard, is so shockingly shit. It is so inferior because the people working on it are inferior in every way that you have encouraged people to go and play the original game. You have inspired people to go play the original game. They're not buying your new game. They're not playing your new game. They're playing Origins. I'm seeing streamers start playing Origins, and this is 2 weeks after a massive launch. This is what you've taken from us, and if you want to win the audience back, this is what we demand that you put back into games. Materials that you freaks, you sick freaks find problematic. Is that clear enough? I hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of the channel, allowing me to vent my frustrations, allowing me to share in my jubilation, allowing me to promote this clip that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time.